Did Devin Booker and Kendall Jenner split up once more? Here's the most recent update on their relationship. Hi, before we continue, please subscribe to the channel for all Kardashians news and updates. Kendall Jenner has always been one of those celebrities who can make headlines even when she is doing the most ordinary things. She is part of the famous Kardashian-Jenner family. She has built her own brand as a top model, and she is always in the public eye because of her career and her glamorous lifestyle. But what gets the most attention, more than her fashion choices or her runway work, is often her love life. People have been fascinated for years with who Kendall dates, how serious her relationships are, and whether any of them will actually last. Among all of her past romances, one name seems to come back again and again, and that is Devin Booker, the star basketball player who plays for the Phoenix Suns in the NBA. Kendall and Devin first became linked back in 2020, when the world was still adjusting to the pandemic and many people were spending time in smaller circles. The two of them went on a road trip to Sedona, Arizona, and from there, rumors started flying that they were more than friends. At first, they kept things quiet and avoided confirming anything. Kendall has always been more private than her sisters when it comes to dating, and Devin also tends to stay away from too much media attention. For months, fans were guessing if they were actually a couple or just spending casual time together. Slowly, they began to appear in public more often, and their chemistry became clear. They were seen on vacations, they posted pictures on Instagram, and they looked happy whenever they were together. Their romance seemed to grow steadily, and by 2021, many fans were convinced that Kendall and Devin might be one of the rare celebrity couples that could last for years. They were spotted at family gatherings, and even though Kendall does not often show her relationships on the reality shows her family films, it was clear that Devin had a place in her life. People admired the fact that their relationship did not seem too dramatic compared to some of Kendall's sisters' very public romances. Instead, Kendall and Devin appeared calm, happy, and supportive of each other. But like many celebrity couples, they had their ups and downs. Their first real split was reported in November 2022. At the time, sources close to them said that they had very different schedules and priorities. Devin was focused on basketball, and Kendall was constantly traveling for modeling jobs and campaigns. Even though they cared about each other, they found it difficult to balance their demanding careers with their relationship. Still, even after that breakup, there was always the sense that their story was not completely over. Fans kept watching to see if they would find their way back to each other. Not long after their 2022 breakup, Kendall began dating the singer Bad Bunny in 2023. That relationship created a huge stir online. Kendall and Bad Bunny were photographed together in Los Angeles, at Coachella, and at restaurants. For a while, they seemed to be enjoying their time as a couple, but the two eventually ended. Some people believed that Kendall never truly got over Devin, while others thought she was simply trying new experiences. Meanwhile, Devin kept focusing on his career, but his name never stopped being linked to Kendall. By 2024, people were already speculating about a reunion. The rumors only grew stronger when Kendall and Devin were spotted together in a Super Bowl suite that year. They were not just sitting far apart but looked very comfortable together, chatting and smiling. Fans began to ask whether they had quietly gotten back together. For months, small clues appeared here and there. They were seen in Aspen spending time with friends, they appeared at events in New York, and some of Kendall's Instagram posts made people think Devin might be behind the camera. Finally, in early 2025, it seemed clear that Kendall and Devin had rekindled their romance. By February, reports surfaced that they were officially back together. Sources described them as looking very happy, showing affection openly at dinner parties, and enjoying each other's company. This reunion brought excitement among their fans, with many hoping that this time, they would last. Some even began to speculate about a possible engagement, especially since both of them seemed more mature and stable compared to their earlier years. However, the good news did not last long. By June 2025, Us Weekly reported that Kendall and Devin had once again broken up. According to insiders, the split had actually happened more than a month earlier, meaning that sometime in May 2025, they quietly ended things again. The reasons were very familiar: clashing schedules, communication struggles, and simply not being in the same place emotionally. People who knew them said that despite trying to make it work, they were not able to find the balance needed to keep the relationship strong. The cycle of their romance has become something that fans almost expect at this point. Together, apart, and then together again. Each time they reunite, it brings a wave of excitement and headlines suggesting that maybe this time will be different. Each breakup, however, seems to show that the same challenges are still there. Kendall has one of the busiest lives of any model in the world, with constant travel, shows, and campaigns. Devin has one of the most demanding careers in sports, with long seasons, endless practices, and high expectations. For a couple like them, even finding time for each other can feel like a huge challenge. Despite the breakup, neither Kendall nor Devin has spoken directly about the situation. Both have continued living their lives, posting online about work or spending time with family and friends, but avoiding any public discussion of their relationship. That silence only fuels speculation, with fans and media outlets trying to read between the lines. Whenever Kendall posts a photo with a certain look or song in the background, people wonder if it is about Devin. Whenever Devin posts something during a game or vacation, people ask if Kendall is still in the picture. There is also a sense that no matter how many times they part ways, the story of Kendall and Devin may not be finished for good. They have already proven that they can find their way back to each other, even after long breaks. The fact that they keep returning to the relationship suggests that the bond between them is strong, even if it has not yet been strong enough to overcome all the obstacles. Fans remain divided, with some saying they hope Kendall finds someone who can give her more stability, while others believe Devin is still the best match for her. Relationships in the public eye are always more difficult, especially for people as famous as Kendall Jenner. Every move is photographed, every dinner is reported, and every Instagram story becomes news. For a private couple, that pressure can be overwhelming. For Kendall and Devin, who are both very recognizable, it is almost impossible to date without the entire world watching. Some fans believe that this constant spotlight may also add to the challenges they face. As of now, Kendall is single once again, at least according to what insiders say. Devin is also focused on his basketball career, and it is not clear if he is seeing anyone new. Whether they stay apart this time or end up reconciling yet again, their relationship has already left a mark as one of the most followed celebrity romances of recent years. From their quiet beginnings on that road trip in 2020 to their glamorous appearances at parties in 2025, the story of Kendall and Devin has been full of twists, breakups, and reunions. The truth is, people remain fascinated by them because their love story feels both glamorous and relatable. Thanks for watching. Please do well to share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more Kardashian updates.